hear them. Oh, damn it. Where's the other one? Where is it? Damn! He went right overhead. Where's the second one? Where is he? Greetings and salutations on this fine Sunday, December 15th, 2023. And nothing particularly spectacular this weekend, just a bit of organization. So everything that I have that belongs in a home is now in the house, and especially those 4 chairs. Needed some serious cleaning up. The ottoman here as well, all of which were some of my furniture from Wilmington. So I got that moved out of the shed. And got a little bit more flow through in the shed, and just kind of a bit of a housekeeping this weekend. So instead of those chairs being over here in the corner and the table saw out here in the middle, now all the chairs are gone and all the shit from around it, and table saw is up against the wall. So now we have a bit more flow through and functionality for our very first ever shed build. Got plenty more stuff out of the biogas digester as far as fertilizer liquid, which I actually brought a sample last week down to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or North Carolina State Department of Agriculture, to have it tested for NPK and pH and microbial organisms and determine its viability as a fertilizer, because it is boasted and enjoys fairly extensive research. The literature that I've read on the subject matter says it's all very, very good fertilizer. So that's great. Anyway, just water the ladies, water the cabbages. I did go up in Jacob this weekend. Most of this weekend was not very nice, but I did install the pulley. And so I guess next weekend I'll take some video of me rappelling out of that 30-foot platform. With the rig and everything. I tested it and I ran it, and it's nice and smooth, and that's great. On the positive note, also, well, on a more positive note from last weekend where we had dismal failures in our power systems, I went up and played with the solar panels that are feeding the Titan, and so we have charge going into the Titan. So there's nothing wrong with the Titan. It was all about my wiring, and well, that's no surprise, because first, it's not the first time. Second, I haven't dedicated my time and effort to learning how to properly wire those panels and get it hardwired and, you know, in a stable situation. Since we had that freeze here in North Carolina some weeks ago, a whole bunch of heavy winds and shit, everything was all blown over, and so I had to rewire it once again anyway. So, let's see, what else this weekend? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So everything that belongs in the shed is in the shed, and everything that belongs in the house is in the house. So this house is, well, it's a home. And has been for some time now. So, and I'm getting ready to head back to Raleigh. Jacob didn't get a whole lot of work done in him this weekend. The weather was not very appealing. It was cold and gray and wet and windy. So not a great combination of factors to go up in the tree. Let's see, more pallets got organized and burned some, and I don't know, just found myself enjoying a relatively slow weekend out here, almost purposeless, but still got a bunch of stuff done, and what a beautiful day. I'm glad to see the daybreak. So, that being said, enjoy the peace of nature. and blessings, sweet son. Officer DeSantis. They're giving me a hard time for traveling with a private tag. I informed them that I own this property outright, that it's insured, that they haven't any evidence that I've caused any harm, damage, injury, or loss to any person's property or anything of any concern. I'm not any trouble. And they're giving me a ration of shit. And they want to pull me out of the car. They want to arrest me. And haven't been able to tell me why. So, I'm filming. Hi. Let's see. I've got the rifle in the back of the car.
Good afternoon, I'm Kitty Cannon.
All right, can I please ask you to get out of the car again?
You can ask, but I don't want to. And you have no rights here. Why are you violating my rights? Why are you giving me a hard time?
You're going to jail.
Why? What for? Have I caused any harm to anybody?
All right. You know what?
Have I caused any harm to anybody? Have I caused any harm to anybody?
Yes.
Who?
The general public.
The general public. Well, where's the general public to make that disclaimer? To tell me that they've got a problem with me.
Okay.
Because the general public has insured my property, and I bought this property. So I'm not a danger to the public, and I haven't caused any injury or harm to anybody. You're the only one causing problems here. I'd be in Raleigh if you weren't giving me hassle. And there's about 150 alcoholics that are going to miss my coffee tonight because you guys want to give me a ration of shit for no reason. Right? I'm an alcoholic. I go to the Valley Group in Raleigh, and for them I make coffee every Sunday, every Wednesday. Perfect public service. Take this transportation there all the time. And they're going to be really upset when they don't have coffee tonight and they can't get into the church. Because you have a problem. I don't see anybody else here with a problem. Do you? So if you're not here on behalf of a private member of the public, then you're wasting my time.
I am.
So please, Mr. Pope, I'd like to be on my way and resume my routine.
No.
And 150 alcoholics also. And 150 alcoholics also want me to resume my routine. So, quit giving me grief. And take that shit out from under my truck, please.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, it should.
I will as soon as you, at some point in time in your lifetime, you've had, before you turn sovereign, you've had some sort of identification, all right?
And you don't need it.
Good and well.
You don't need it.
You can fight a citation, or you can fight going to jail and the damage that's going to be caused to your car.
Well, the damage to my car. What about the damage to your employer when I sue you? Right? For deprivation of right under color of law. You have no jurisdiction here. That's why I have a private tag. So remove that shit and please go find somebody that's doing harm, that's raising trouble, because I'm not it. You are. Right now, as we speak. And I'm sure you're a fine guy off duty. Right now, you're stepping on my rights. So please, take a deep breath, de-escalate this situation, and go on about your day, and let me do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You have that power. So please, with all due respect, go on about your business. Because I'm not doing any harm here. And I haven't caused any trouble. And whatever liabilities that this vehicle may cause, it's insured. I own the title to this
Prove the
property.
insurance.
It's not my business to prove the insurance to a state that has no case against me right now.
If you got into a wreck, you wouldn't have to prove insurance then?
Absolutely I would. And I would produce it then, because then it would be applicable to the situation. Right now it's not applicable to the situation. The only applicability to the situation presently is that you guys are harassing me and stepping on my rights to travel, which is fundamental, inalienable. And you guys are blocking that for no good reason that I can see. Right? I mean, if the public's so concerned about me, where are they? Well, they're going to be waiting for me to make them coffee later tonight. God willing, I'll be able to do that. But that's up to you.
No, that's actually up to you.
Well, if I had it my way, I'd already be on my way home.
You don't have it your way.
For what reason? For what reason are you going to deprive me of my right to travel and my right to go home?
Got to make sure the car is insured. Got to make sure.
No, you don't have to make sure of any of that sort of stuff. And I'm sitting here telling you that this is as legit as it gets. Is it gets?
Is it
right?
What?
Is it's legit as it gets? It's just I have no contract with the state. I learned how to exercise my private rights, and I learned how to do so very responsibly. I've maintained insurance on this property for 3 years, and still to this day. But I want you to let me go, because I'll be passing through here again next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and like I've done so for the last 3 years. And I've never harmed anybody, and nobody's ever called you for any reason.
You may want to find another way around town then, because this is going to happen again. We're not going to let an unregistered truck and an unlicensed driver operate on these roads.
No, you do it all the time, every day of the week. No matter where you are in this town, there's illegal immigrants traveling everywhere. There's people with fictitious tags traveling everywhere. There's people being driving without a license or whatever. Not traveling, but driving without a license. Right? But in law, language matters. Right? So they don't know that. They didn't study any of that. Right? Well, I'm not driving. I'm traveling. I'm exercising a private right. And you're getting in the way of that. So I'd like you to stop getting in the way of that and let me go.
You can't.
Yes, you can. You have every capability of doing so, and every right.
All right. 116 people will have them 1018.
Would you like to join this conversation, young lady?
Huh?
Would you like to join this conversation, young lady?
Well, I don't know what's going on. All I know is you locked the door.
Yes. Well, that's because Mr. Pope here was threatening to take me out of the car.
Do you have your identification?
I don't have a state ID.
Do you have any type of identification?
I have
you can look at.
I have a debit card, but you guys don't have any rights to get my identification because you're not
You
here.
have rights, because that is the law.
I'm passing through your
Where are
town.
your tags for the vehicle?
My tag's on the vehicle.
Tags are not on the vehicle.
Oh, yes, it
Your
is.
tag registered.
It's not a state plate.
Okay. Well, we need your identification.
No, you don't. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time, and I don't understand why. There's nobody around. Did anybody call you?
No, there's no argument.
Yeah, there
We need
is.
your identification.
No, I don't have an identification for you guys. Now, I've got a passport at the house, but since you won't let me go...
We can talk more.
Sorry?
I said I can't hear you. Step out of the vehicle, we can talk more.
No, we're not. You're not here to talk. You're here to fucking give me a hard time.
Okay.
Right? What do you want to talk about?
Your identity.
What for?
It's like an issue a citation and be on your way.
Well, I'd just be on my way and don't worry about it.
You can't do that.
Oh, sure you can.
Got to hold you accountable to the same law as everyone else is accountable to.
Except that's civil statutory law, which is a whole nother conversation. I have the right to travel, sir. And I love traveling through your town. It's a beautiful town. But now you're not letting me do it. And I wish you would. I don't know what to say to you other than I have the right to remain silent.
Insurance, identity, and registration for vehicle. That's what you can say.
I can show you my insurance on the phone if you like.
Does it contain your name and
But-
date of birth so I
but
can
then again-
identify who you are?
You don't need to. What?
How am I supposed to issue a citation to a person I have no idea who he is?
I think you're supposed to just let me go about my business.
Can't.
Well, I got to call.